That's
I
not
thought we
something that I
built the
want to talk
relationship.
about.
Of years and years of marriage, you didn't want to talk about it?
That's not something that I want to talk
Cut.
Okay. Let's
Switch.
Why are you in my damn business? I just said I didn't want to talk about it.
Like, I just don't want a long, painful one. And probably the. All right, welcome, Squabblers, to this week's episode. Why am I doing an intro? I don't know, but this is what we're doing.
I like it. How was y'all's week?
Awful.
Or technically, the day we're recording is 2 days in, but how's y'all's week since we talked last time? I'll do that. Awful?
Awful.
Work related?
Yes.
Understandable.
Actually, not awful. It's peaks over, so week's been pretty chill.
Nice.
Get to go home with a little less stress than usual.
I love that for you.
Trying the health thing, so I've been eating better, working out a little bit.
Nice. Starting the new year off right.
Oh yeah, I just bought a bunch of shit off of Temu. I love Temu. Yeah, so now I'm waiting for my scale so I can see it because I haven't weighed myself in a minute.
Once
Oh, go ahead.
Once you get it, how often are you gonna weigh yourself?
Damn near every day.
Why? That can actually deter you because you're gonna be like, oh, I don't see the results.
No, not
It
me.
depends on
Not
who
me.
you are.
If I don't see the results, I go harder.
Okay. My week was all right all the way up until yesterday. Yesterday, I got the cops called on me. So I'm at work. I work in a parking garage setting of a parking lot, and everybody goes to lunch between 12 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
I go downstairs. Context, over the weekend, we saw her parents, and they no longer need their dog stuff. So her mom gave a dog cage back to us. It's similar to the one that's right there, but it's way smaller. So I didn't have to break it down and put it in my car. So it's in the back seat of my car. That's important. So fast forward, yesterday going to lunch, go down the elevator. Before I turn the corner to where my car is parked, I hit the button, see it light up, and I also see flashing blue lights. So I decide in that moment I'm gonna keep walking and then just circle around, go back to the elevator. I guess I'm not going out to eat lunch today. So I guess there was two other people in the elevator with me. If this were the elevator shaft, there's 3 elevators on this side, 3 elevators on this side. I'm parked near this door. There's also another door for other parking over there. I thought they were behind me. So I come around this corner. The cop sees me. He's like, "Is this your car?" I was like, "No, it's," thinking one of them was behind me. And I was like, "My car. It's my car." Cops got called on me because somebody thought there was a dog in my car because I had the cage up. And I have dark enough tint to where you can see the cage, but you can't see what's in it. So he was very cool, nothing bad about it. He was just like, "Hey, just open the door, let me see that there's not a dog, and I'll be out your way." I was kind of upset for like 2 seconds. I'm like, usually people would have to like at least verify, but at the same time, I get it because if there really was a dog in there, I should be having the cops called on me. What type of friend would you guys refuse to have? Of course, I'm gonna give you context. My type of friend I refuse to have is the one that gets angry or upset at the littlest thing. Like always, the one that always seems like they want to pick a fight when we go out. Like we're all sitting at the table. This is our table right here, and then Van Eric goes, "Why the fuck did that nigga keep coming over here?"
Oh yeah,
nigga, that's the waiter. Why he keep eyeing me? He wants to see. He's trying to check and make sure your cup is full at all times. It's just like, but like the little, always trying to pick a fight. Always, that person looking too hard. It's like, bro, like that person probably wasn't even like you probably caught them in that moment, but like the one that's always ready to just show something. I can't be friends with you. Like you're always on 10. I can't do it. What about you guys?
The friend that's always talking about someone.
Like gossip.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can deal with gossip, but, like, legit, every single time you speak with them, it's always something negative.
About something.
So, what I'm talking about is, like, you have a person, and they come to you, and they're talking shit about other people. That's not necessarily us bonding over the talking shit. That's just, it happens to be what they bring up.
I'd probably say someone who's just overly negative, so kind of like hers, but like not just talking about people, but like just everything is like the bad side, It's like, hey, you should do this. Oh, but I can't because this, or always immediately going straight to the negative.
Okay. So I believe I asked y'all this, but I think it was outside the pod where it was like, would you rather live with somebody that's always bragging or always complaining?
Bragging.
I could see based off your answer. I actually choose complain because I could just damn, for real. But bragging is like every little thing I do is like, yo, well, I did it and I did it 2 times better. Or I got this 2 months ago. It's like, bro, like I can't have my thing. Like you always got to try to give me something that's like maybe not relatable. It's like, oh, I just got a new car. Well, no, I've been had a Honda. I had a Honda 2 cars ago. Okay, that's cool. It's just like, why? You know, it's just like, why something? But the complaint is just like, man, okay, cool. I get it. Keep fighting, little nigga. I don't know. but I can deal with that.
I guess
versus the braggers, every little thing is like brag. It's like, bro. Have you guys actually ever thought about like how weird the concept of dating actually is? Imagine, like, it's gonna sound crazy because of where I am in my life, but like, we decided that we like the way we make each other feel and look so much that we want to move in together. And then the first meal you made could have been my last meal. Or the first time I went to sleep next to you could have been the last time I ever closed my eye. Like, I don't know you for real. Like, as much as we, throughout this whole engagement, we talked about like, oh, I'm glad we moved in together before we got married, so we got to learn each other, and it worked out for us. But like, when you actually think about it, it's like, even when you get married in the old days or whatever, it's like you don't really know.
Well, especially in the old days.
Yeah, because they get married like young.
Yeah.
You don't know how tapped this person is. You know,
like my parents, they grew up around each other, so that's different. They actually got to learn each other.
Yeah.
It is little joke is my mom like when they're like, oh, why'd you choose him? Because my dad's a little short, so she's like, oh yeah, I thought he was gonna keep growing.
To me, that's wild. Like I'm not gonna lie, I have a way brighter perspective on life. It's like Brittany could have killed me. Like all this year and some change we've been living together is like I just trusted you that much, and like nobody would have ever found out. They would, unless she like literally like did it in front of somebody or somebody was walking by on the street and saw it and being nosy or whatever. But like nobody's gonna think, oh yeah, Brittany came. Like, what happened to Dama? I don't know.
I think it's just like over here. It's just like that.
Shifting papers and shit. There's writing the name, writing on the wall. I'm like, it said B-R-I. Nah, can't be Brittany. Like, that's crazy. Or vice versa. I could have killed you.
Yeah. It was more likely, actually.
Yeah. Statistically. Like, it's crazy. Like, that reminds me of like my younger cousin. He used to say, like, he's very realistic. He used to be like, he's the one that seize the moment type people. He's be like, you could die today. You could die tomorrow. And I used to hate when he said that. But like, why? Because to me, it used to put a negative spin. Like, why would you say that?
I know that could be dying right now. Could die tomorrow. You never know.
What kind of shit is that? All Michael Snap friends are only still friends with him because of me. If I die tomorrow, beat this nigga ass. Because if I die tomorrow, he jinxed me and I'm gonna hunt your ass.
Obviously, I know I could die tomorrow, but why would you say it? It's like when you say it, it's almost like it makes it more real for some reason.
So, jumping off of that, let me ask the question: are you afraid of death?
I'm not afraid of it, but I'm not inviting it either.
What about you?
Same, I guess. I think I've lived my life well enough so that if it's my time, I know where I'm going. So, afraid, not necessarily, but I'm definitely not, hey, buddy, come on, let's jump on in there. No.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of death, but as far as how I go, I was like, I would very much not like to be one of those like long, drawn out, painful deaths. Like I very much want to just be like, oh, I'm dead. Like either in my sleep or so quick that like I couldn't tell. Like I just don't want a long, painful one. And probably the worst one.
Just remember, I don't want that.
And probably like one of the worst ones would be like being buried alive.
Ooh.
That's like that's like one of those fears for me. Is like
What do you think will get you first? The claustrophobia, the insanity, the
I don't know, and I
lack
don't
of
want to.
oxygen?
Just that's one of the ones where like thinking about it, I
Oh,
start
my
like
bad. I just
like
asked
like
you so many.
it's
deep-
like that's one like because I've had like for example I've had a dream before where it's like that's like I
That's
was
how you went.
yeah, and I'm sitting there and like when I woke up I was just like, oh my god, because like, it was like the scariest thing I've ever
Really?
like because
Mine is drowning.
that's another one of mine. Well see the thing is I've almost drowned a couple times.
Oh, okay.
All right, I've almost drowned a couple times, and the worst death for me would be so it's weird would be being locked in, like let's say that submarine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, being locked in a submarine and then there's spiders in there. So it's like it's just our two greatest fears is being just in deep water
Yeah.
and there's spiders. So it's like that's probably when I'm like, well, suicide is a good choice. I probably can't say that on the thing. That's yeah. Let me change the wording. That's why I'll probably say it's a good time for me to just take it upon
Unalive
myself to
yourself.
end it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to sleep permanently.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys rather publicly, like everybody in your metro area knows about it, get caught fighting in church or fighting in the airport?
I'll fight wherever. I don't care.
Church, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely pick church. The people in church, if they're there for what they're supposed to be, they're supposed to forgive me immediately. So it's like you have to be good. But airport,
Well,
I'll never be able to fly again.
It depends what
The
the
way
fighting's
airport
for.
security is now,
Yeah.
it's like that'll be the last time I could ever step foot near Hartsfield, Jackson, whatever the hell it's called, Hartsfield.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but church is like, see you next Sunday. 'Cause they kicked me out
Unless you're
then,
fighting
like,
unless you're fighting the pastor.
Oh yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Like, even if that's the case, I mean, this is some really wild stuff to talk about. But if you are fighting the pastor and you get kicked out, there's thousands of other churches.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not
There's
like
one main airport in Georgia.
Hey, there might be
It's not like
there might be a
Trump.
secret connection of churches where they're like, nah, man, he whooped Pastor Johnson
Yeah,
ass
that's
last
just
week,
what I
so you
said,
can't.
like-
Even then, there's the YouTube churches. There's
I
different
guess.
ways that you can go to church.
Uh,
I guess.
imagine whooping or fighting the pastor so bad they somehow cut you from even joining the lives. Like they don't want you part of that church at all.
Dang,
That'd be crazy.
that's insane.
Would you rather be the one that? So we all pick church before I go on.
Yeah.
Would you rather be the one known that you whooped the pastor's ass, or the pastor whooped your ass?
Oh, I'm whooping his ass. I can't lose to the pastor. It's like when you asked me the one about the little girl. I'm like, I'm whooping her ass. I don't care because it's gonna be worse.
It's like, but it's either you're the asshole that whooped a pastor's ass, because a lot of pastors are older. Most pastors are older.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're the asshole that got his ass beat by a pastor.
And I'd rather the former.
That's crazy. What about you?
Yeah.
For you, first lady of the church. Is that what
I don't know.
That's what the wife is called, right?
Yeah.
First lady.
I'm Catholic. We don't do
You'd
that.
rather whoop the first lady than get whooped?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
I wanna
interesting.
know. I ain't gonna make it more than one.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm Catholic. It's all dudes up there, so.
That's good.
Well,
Could
Catholic.
you guys accept if your spouse's ex
Oh yeah, you do.
let me start out. Would you guys accept if your spouse's ex tried to pay for something? So let me give you a story. We'll role play. Like, you used to have an old beat up car in the scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
You and your ex shared the car, and he blew the transmission and radiator out. So that's what led to you getting this car. You guys break up because he never paid you. Me and you, obviously, we hit it off. We started dating. We're married now. And then out of nowhere, ding dong, he rings the doorbell. And he's like, hey, here's some money. I never was able to pay for the radiator and transmission. I don't want nothing from you. I just want to pay you the thing because I fucked your car up 4 years ago. Would you, for you, flip it. The girl said that. Would you be able to be like, oh, okay.
How the hell she get this address?
Hey.
Let's skip over that part.
Yeah. Would you?
How the hell she get this address?
Would you?
She's not gonna get past
skip
that.
over that part. Would you be able to? Would you take the money? Would you be like, if they literally say, I just want to pay the money to the Hama, or I just want to pay the money to Brittany, I just want to pay the money to, do you want me to say her name?
Van Eric.
Would you be able to be like, oh, okay, cool, close the door? Or would your ego kick in and be like, fuck you in the money? Like, what would you do?
There's no ego into this, but why does she have our address? I mean, there's no, first of all, no. Different is she owed you the money. Okay, I can see maybe she still had your phone number saved. You better not have hers. But if she owed you the money, cool, bygones are bygones. But you're showing up at my house?
All right, let's go with they send you the money.
Yeah.
Because she ain't gonna get over that part.
So they sell you the money. They cash out you the money. And somehow now I'm trying to figure out how the spots will find out. But I guess
you just tell her.
Blah 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 just sent me $1,600, said it's for radiator and transmission. Would you be like, send it back?
No.
This, that, what would you do?
Ain't no sending back. See, money. If
you're not gonna send
it. No, it's just like
possibly less. That video blew up.
Possibly less. But like, I mean, like, if it's what's owed, if it's what's owed, it's like it's something they owed me.
Yeah.
So like, give me my money. Like, why am I gonna send it back? It was what was owed.
But that's once y'all broke up, anything owed is dead.
No.
That's the equivalent. I mean, that's the equivalent of y'all break up, but then your mom's still in contact. It's like, I broke up with him, so he broke up with him.
I left college, but I still got thousands of dollars of loans to pay.
They're gonna chase me down.
And I can't escape it, right? So yeah, same concept to me. All right, that money was owed. They paid it back, and in fact, that's even better. That's even more closure because now you have nothing. Now they like I paid them back. Blah blah. You both that's done. That's even more closure for me. Send that money back. You crazy?
I just feel like, so you honestly can tell me another man sends your wife money. And you're going to be like, all right, cool. Now, in this scenario where I heard it from, it was a smaller town, so everybody knew everybody. So the part B to that was, he did the same thing. He said, keep it. It was a car situation, keep it. But that dude went around the dude that sent the money went around telling everybody, I'm paying this nigga's bill. He don't know what's going on. His house did like, so it was more like everybody knew everybody.
You see, that's some bullshit on his ass. All right.
But what would you handle it? Like,
oh yeah. Oh, I'm going to handle that. But like, I'm going to handle that. Because now you're adding shit to it.
Yeah.
All right. You're lying about it. Paying my bill. You paid something you owed her. You don't know what we do with the money.
Atlantis always pays.
All right. You don't know what we did with the money.
Yeah.
I could be like, all right, put that in your account. You're good. That's $2,000. That's $2,000 extra you got for yourself.
Yeah. That's true.
Like that. If you want to be like that, that just shows us even more who he is as a person. If you go and do that, trying to be like, show that you're good, and then turn around and start talking some nonsense off of that.
Yeah. Because at first it looked like a good deed kind of thing.
Like let
but some people
let karma affect who it gotta affect, bro. Get my money, we good.
Some people can take that as the equivalent of like the message thing. Like if a guy messages and the girl messages back, some guys say that, oh, she's messaging back. So that means I have maybe not a chance in that moment, but it's like there's some kind of open communication. So if you accept the money, it's like, oh, she accepted my money. So that means that some guys would reach and be like, oh, look into extra deep.
It's for me. It's just some people just go too deep into certain things that don't need to be, or they're always trying to find some kind of like, oh, this means this means that, and that's where things start to get messed up. I ain't got time for that. All right, if they want to add some extra stuff, all right, man, have fun, bro. She ain't going nowhere.
That's fair. I like that.
Because how does that make? Because if he was trying to get her back or something, how is that helping? That as soon as you gave her the money, you go back and start lying about the person who she's with, as if she wasn't there when you feel me?
It could be one of those things like, damn, she was with me and I was broke as fuck. Now she see I got money, so as soon as that nigga fuck up, I'm in there.
Nah. Because if it was a money thing, and I don't have this so-called money that he has, why is she with me then? She wouldn't have been with me in the first place.
Like broke niggas. Because
She just likes broke niggas.
So if she just likes broke niggas, why would she?
No, I'm
leave
saying
me.
like if she was
Yeah.
with him when he was broke, she could be with you because you broke. But now she sees a dude who's dropping 1,600 on
Now,
some
now,
car
now,
shit.
now she wants to try rich niggas.
Now,
Now all of a
Now all of a
sudden,
sudden, now all of a sudden
I mean,
you
who
want
would
more?
turn down rich niggas or rich?
You
girls?
just said she like you just said she like broke.
Yeah, because that's what she's used to. But if a rich nigga pop up, who's gonna be like, oh nah, get away from me, rich nigga. I want this broke nigga.
That's what they do anyway. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's crazy because there's a question
be-
where it's like,
Because you be seeing all these pockets. Like, I want this, I want that, but then they got 18 babies by the nigga that can't buy shoes.
yeah, they want. There was a question. Yeah, that's crazy. There was a question where it was like a dude went around. I don't want to say Atlanta, but he went around a city.
Probably Atlanta.
And he was like, would you rather be with a guy who makes $45K a year
Mm-hmm.
and like still $45K a year and still has college debt or whatever, or a trapper who makes $200 a year but is in and out of jail? And a lot of girls
Oh, they
pick
go
the
choose
trapper
Yeah.
because they're looking at it as like that's the money right now
Mhm.
versus this is a consistent job. He's paying his debt down. He's an honest living, but they're looking at the number.
Yeah.
200 to 45 a year.
But yeah, now 2 years later, they're mad because he's still in jail and there ain't no more money.
Right.
Right? Make good decisions, people.
But that's crazy because I've asked you guys if I can find it, I'll clip it. Where we've asked, would you rather date a villain or a superhero? And I'm pretty sure me and you said villain, but
Probably
now
villain.
it's different.
This is different.
Because that's basically a villain, a bad trapper that's making 200,000, or a superhero who's making an honest living. When it's them, it's like, oh, do make the right decisions, pick the good person.
I don't think I was there. I don't think that was me.
I hope I can find it.
This different.
My answer was kind of selfish because for the superhero versus villain, I chose superhero because it is. I chose villain because if I were to go with the superhero, I would never have time with them because they're always going to be out being Captain Save-Ho.
You never had time with the honest worker. They're always working. This nigga, the people come to his house and get the weed and the coke and the. It's not safe.
Yeah, and
he's
then
always
and
the game.
and then police is there, and you got people always trying to shoot somebody, and I would know. I have neighbors.
Fair enough. Would you guys rather be for you is, or would you guys rather be on the Bachelor or Bachelorette, the one that's picking the contestants or who gets cut, or the one fighting for the one person's love?
Picking because I'm getting cut immediately.
What?
I'm with the bullshit. I'm getting cut immediately.
I don't know, man.
I don't want to chase nobody.
Actually, I don't know, because to me it's like I gotta cut. What is it, every week or something? You're out, and then when it gets down to like what 3 or 2, it's like they actually like all 3 of y'all for 3 different reasons, and I got cut. But over here, I don't know.
I don't see. You haven't said anything that I see as wrong right now. So I'm like, I get to choose.
Yeah. Because I agree. Because my ego, I cannot actually like you and see you go on 3 other dates and kiss 3 other niggas and then be like, oh, but I like you. Get off of me. You just went jet skiing with him and went on a picnic on the beach with him.
Now, see, I just know, like, I'll be in a situation where, like, we're at a date or something and she's asking me to do something. I'm just like, nah, fuck that. And then I'm the first one cut. Yeah. Because I'll say some wild shit.
Would you rather? I don't even have this written down. This is crazy. But literally what you just said. Would you rather be the first one cut or make it all the way to the last 2 and not be chosen?
Oh, cut me first.
Yeah.
What? I'd say this one and be all the way to them because I'm not thinking about the love anymore. I'm thinking about the TV time I've gotten.
You're right. Because now I could be like, damn, they didn't choose me. I'm the next one.
Yeah. But if it's like
I'll change my
The
answer.
Mole or any of those other shows you watch where they get cut first, like you don't really get to meet that person. All you know is their name, probably their age, and what they do for a living, and then they're gone after episode 1. Yeah. But to the end, it's like, oh, it's a story, but it's so sad. We love this person because. Or we feel sorry for this person because they didn't get paid. Oh, team, blah, blah, blah. Hashtag, blah, blah, blah. Now they get their own spinoff. Or they're the next Bachelor or Bachelorette or however.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
I changed my answer to that. And then again, I'm probably the one
who
like.
I should have let everybody pick before I gave my explanation.
Well, I originally picked first, but I'll change it to last.
Plus, if I go last, that'll give me the chance to go through the whole season of they're like, yeah, pick him, he's the great guy, and then at the end,
Yeah.
they know I was the villain. I was the villain the
How
whole
did I
time.
know? How did I know? How did I know?
Undercover villain.
Yes.
Lord.
So Britt wants to set the record straight about your gift, because the way it made it seem was that all we got you for Christmas was that I wear it.
Wait, I didn't even say it was Christmas. I was just like, hey, they got this for me.
Oh yeah. She literally paused it when she was watching them. She's like, can you go back and edit that?
I was like, I saw he took it out. I was like, yeah, can you go back and take that out, please?
Yeah. So for the record, we did not. That's not the only thing you got for Christmas.
I should have brought the jacket.
Yeah.
It's a very
they got me
jacket.
a nice coat. It's a real nice coat. Very me.
Very me.
And then we also have some TikTok requests. So I'll clip this next part specifically for our TikTok people. They have been trying us on our acting skills, i.e., when you were pretending to be a boy and I was pretending to be a girl. So we are going to do some more role play games.
Okay.
I should have gave you in advance. I apologize, but can you?
Oh no, no problem. I'm a film guy, so acting. Yeah. I took acting before.
Okay, so I need you to give us. We're gonna switch it. So for this round is me and her.
Mm-hmm.
Next round be you two, and then the last round be me and you. And then whoever's the prompter will give you the scenario, give you your gender, your age, however specific you want, and we got to go until the prompter cuts it. So
Okay.
what you're the first prompter is me and her.
Where I got to make up scenarios.
Yeah, put us in a setting, and then we'll go ahead and act from there.
Oh, that's a tough one. Good Lord. Yeah, you should have given me some heads up. I thought you had like scenarios picked out.
Let's at the end.
Okay. So, would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power?
Power. You see, and you said it. You said unlimited power, and you know I watch Star Wars, so you're immediately Palpatine me. Give me the power.
I pick respect.
They'll respect me.
Have you?
With my power.
Watched this show, right?
Yeah, I was just.
You watched this show, don't you? Game of Thrones. Didn't you watch it?
Yes.
Everyone respects Daenerys, or not everyone, but Daenerys gains the respect by freeing the slaves and going through all of that process. Where Cersei has all the power because she's the queen.
I mean, she's had a power before that. The Lannisters were the richest family.
Well, yeah, but no one likes them. So I'd rather have the respect.
That's because of how she goes about it. I can have the power. I can have all the power as long as I go about it correctly. All right, do all the evil deeds.
Based on what we know about you, you're not gonna do that.
Yeah. I'll Cersei it real quick.
One thing that I've learned about this, damn. In the power aspect, right?
Yeah.
Not messing with your sister.
Nah. We don't do that around here. Nah, we don't. That's Alabama.
Damn, we have some 25% of our viewers. 25% is Alabama. We were just playing.
Did we not remember the story from last week?
Oh yeah. Am I the asshole? Yeah. So.
Why can't you turn your back? Or shit, I said it wrong.
You're done.
Wait. Why is it illegal to do reverse cowgirl in Alabama?
You said this when we read the story.
Oh, I did?
I remember.
Okay, continue.
What does 0 say to 8?
What did 0 say to 8?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck should I know?
Nice belt.
I don't like it.
Heavy-handed ass.
You are all right. Damn. Crybaby. You guys ready for another one? This one's a thinker.
All right.
Until we do the scenario or the am at asshole. I gotta read this one. Marry the first person you ever slept with.
Nope.
Or work the first job you ever worked forever. Both of them are forever. When I say work the job, I mean like whatever you were at, there's no upward progression. Whatever you were, you stayed at forever, or you married the first person you ever slept with.
First job.
Yeah, first job.
What?
First job.
I created my own first job. It was babysitting.
Fuck no.
The job didn't suck. It was work study.
Fuck no.
Does that count as a real job?
I had some good jobs. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, you talking about working on campus during school?
Or first real job.
What?
So you would fuck the first person you married? Or
I mean, I wanted to marry one.
You married the first person you
over associate at Payless.
Do you remember what she did to you?
Do you remember what? Well, nothing happened at Payless. It was just $7.25 an hour, and there's no upper progression.
So you would
$7.25 an
choose
hour.
her over me.
If I had to pick, it's just like the mom versus the jail thing. It's like, I don't want my mom to go to jail, but I just don't want to go to jail. So she has.
Brittany, remove yourself from the situation. Remove yourself from the situation.
Oh, I'm chill.
So you want me to work $7.25 an hour?
Don't worry.
Okay, I'm not. I'm just trying. You want me to work $7.25 an hour?
So you're gonna have to
For
start
40
asking these questions
for 40 hours a week.
because she can't get past it.
$7.25.
Yeah, I'd probably do the job because I can't do that. I can't do that. Maybe I can.
The way he's thinking.
Because I don't know that person now. You know,
I'm not agreeing nor disagreeing.
it's been so long.
Just listening.
It's been so long. You know, I would have to know who that person is at this moment.
Understandable.
You know, but for now we're gonna say job.
For
yeah.
you.
For now we're gonna say job. You stuck.
For you.
You stuck.
Y'all are funny.
I ain't saying
Did
shit.
Did you think of a scenario yet? Has anybody thought of a scenario for the prompter? I just told you, like, hey man, a couple of our buddies saw your girl at the club dancing on a dude. He took her home. Obviously, I don't know what happened, but it seems like it's a regular thing at this club for them to. I think you should talk to her about it. I'm not saying she did anything. I'm not saying she didn't. But people are saying that they're regulars and they were dancing pretty risque.
Mm-hmm.
So the scenario is you decide you're going to call her to have the conversation while you're driving up there. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
How do I play this character? Do I want to be aggressive?
You guys have phones right there.
Oh, that's true.
I like the dedication though. Action.
Hey, boo.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
You know, let's just cut to the chase. All right. So I heard something, and I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if I agree with what's going on, and I kind of want to just get to the bottom of it.
What's wrong? Did you have a bad day?
Not really a bad day, but it can get there.
Okay, talk to me.
All right, so you know how most weekends, you know, you go to the club, right? I ain't got a problem with it. You know that, right?
I don't go to the club. I go to my friend's house.
If that's the name of the club, yeah. All right. So the other day, last week, John hit me up, right? And he said that he saw you dance with somebody. Again, you know, you already know me. I don't care about that stuff. You're at the club, you're enjoying your time. That's perfectly fine. All right, do you. But then he told me you left with said guy, right?
No, like I said, I was going to my friend's house. See, my friend is Kayla, but you know the whole transgender situation.
Mm-hmm.
She turned into Caleb, so yeah, I went home with Caleb.
Yeah, it wasn't anybody you came with. It was somebody you met over there. All right, so I already see you're lying, so that's already bad. So.
And pause. Switch spots. You're the guy, and now you're the girl.
All right. Same
scenario, but now you're the girl, you're the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, considering you didn't come to the club with Caleb or whoever this person is, what were you doing going home with them?
I didn't go home with nobody.
I've seen the tapes.
Okay. Tapes? What tapes did you see?
Vanessa, I've seen the tapes. I saw you grinding on this man. I saw you leave the club with this man. I saw you give him a kiss.
First of all, how dare you use my name? All right, it's Bae, Baby, or Boo. All right, how dare you use Vanessa? Second of all, I didn't leave with nobody. Yes, I danced. All right, put all this jelly on his ass, but I ain't leave with nobody.
So you telling me that wasn't you in the little silver sparkle dress?
And?
So you telling me my eyes deceived me? Or you telling me that this little videotape that I saw was false?
Okay, we went outside, but I didn't go home with him.
I literally have a video of you kissing him and getting into his car.
Show me the video.
We're on the phone.
Yeah. Show me the video. Show me proof that it's me and
I just
him.
sent it to you.
It's on an Android, so I can't see. The quality is bad.
Yeah, see.
Found one.
Go for it. With me and him?
Yep.
I bet.
You're at an interview.
Perfect.
You're who
Giving the interview.
is giving the interview. You know nothing about the job.
All right, so Mr. Dahama.
Mm-hmm.
All right, nice to meet you. So we're just gonna cut to the chase at this interview. All right, so here at BioWare Industries, all right, we're very much into yeah, let's start over. All right.
Okay, and take 2.
All right, so I have your Mr. Dahama. I have your resume right here. Okay, it's not looking too bad. So here at biotech financial, biotech financial, we're into mergers and acquisitions, as you know.
Right.
Yeah. So can you tell me a little bit about what you know about this position and this job and what we do here at biotech
Yeah, of course.
finance?
As you said, in this position, there's a lot of merging and acquiring, and that's perfect because as you can see on my resume, I'm a good people person, so I could definitely build relationships with the technology.
All right.
And
A quick follow-up question: what are we merging and acquiring?
Okay, so you know the the IT department is not communicating too well with the computers like that for real. So what I would do is I'm the middleman, and I'll go in and I'll shadow for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This does not sound right.
All right. So what I'm seeing here is, all right. So let's slow it down because I don't think you really know what's going on here. So how does your 3 years at as a Taco Bell manager,
Right.
How does that help you in this position that you're applying
that's
for?
perfect. So before, when I first started and I worked my way up, we had a smoothie machine and an ice cream machine.
Mm-hmm.
But when I became manager, we had a smoothie ice cream machine, and I had to train the associates on how to use the machine.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Switch.
Thank you.
So yeah, we merged the smoothie and the ice cream machine, right?
Mhm.
And then I acquired,
Right.
all right,
Mhm.
a slushy machine,
Right.
all right. So in that aspect, I was able to merge 2 different substances to make one,
Understandable.
while acquiring a new one, all right, to gain more financial gain for the company.
Makes sense to me. I don't even know what the fuck that is. So I don't even know what he said. I don't know what he's saying is bullshit or
I'm
not.
very good at bullshit.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know what emerging acquisition.
This isn't even acting for me.
You're supposed to be in the scene, not talking to me.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interview him.
Oh yeah. So, how long did it take? I'm going based on bullshit. I need to know what it actually.
No, just go.
Okay. So actually, I'm very glad you told me that, and I'm very glad you were able to help out Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't see how that would help with our robots. See, a lever machine bringing out smoothies and ice cream is not the type of things that we do. We have more intricate robots that need merging and acquisitioning.
Merging and acquisition, that's more like merging companies and acquiring things like that.
Yeah. But it's my interview, so yeah. So
just letting you know what it was.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
But I've already committed.
All right.
So yeah, so how would you feel if those 3 years at Taco Bell would help this company?
All right. Well, you see, let me break it down then. All right. You see, on a technical level, right? When I took those two machines, right, you had to open and break it down and merge parts to parts. All right. So on the robotics part, I might take a leg from this robot, all right, and an arm from this robot, put them together. Now I got an arm and a leg. All right. And it's one robot now. You see that?
Yeah.
And I can go acquire the parts needed to make that merger. All right. Very sophisticated.
So what I'm hearing is you're very good with the robotics, but how are your people skills? I know you're a manager at Taco Bell, but it seems like you worked a lot with training, and training doesn't necessarily tell me anything about customer facing or working with clients. So how would you be able to handle that?
I am a no-nonsense individual. All right? Fuck the customers.
Oh.
All right?
Yeah, we have a fuck the customers policy here.
All right? But with that being said, I can put on a face. I could lie. I could keep it in. I know you've done the background check, so just glance over the part where I fought like 3-5 people. 8. It was really 8.
Well, but, you see, it didn't show because they did not actually press charge. You were arrested for it, but nobody pressed charges.
Yeah, 1 arrest, 2 arrests. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
Yeah. I it shows that I'll fight for my company. All right. I'll whoop a nigga ass for my company. All right.
Okay.
You just found out your name's Ricky. All right. You're Jessica.
Ricky and Jessica.
You just found out Jessica has a baby you ain't know about.
How?
Yeah. How long have we been dating?
Yeah, I'm married.
Wow.
But she put it up for adoption and she never told you.
Oh. Okay. Boom.
Okay. Where are we? At home right now?
At home. Yep.
Okay.
And she just
how did he find out?
You found out because
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
No.
You found out because you got a call from the person looking for their mother, and they had name and everything. There's no possible way it's not her.
Okay.
They asked for her and everything.
Okay.
So I guess you just came home. Are you home yet?
Yeah, I'm sitting next to you.
No, you just got home.
Oh, okay.
No.
I just sat down.
Oh, wait. Okay, don't come home yet. Okay. Are you sure? Jessica. Brown hair. Brown eyes. 25 years old. You sure? Okay. Thank you. I'll definitely keep in contact with you, and I'll let you know as soon as she gets home. All right. Thank you. Hey.
Hey, babe. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I had a long day at work. I'm really exhausted.
What do you have? Are you in the mind space to talk?
Always. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Because I have a lot to say. So I just got off the phone with a young lady, very nice young lady. And she was saying some things that aren't quite adding up to me. And I just wanted to know if you can clarify some things if you don't mind.
Okay.
All right, perfect. So she called me and she was saying how she's now 18. And
how? I'm 25.
Oh yeah. Oh, you was fucking.
She's 18. She's 7.
She's a 7-year-old?
Yeah.
A guy called from a 7-year-old.
Okay.
Who? Damn. How shitty does her life have to be where she's like, let me find my real mama?
Or just change my age. You said I'm 25.
Just say you're older. Yeah.
Well, you could have had her at 25. You don't know what my context was. You just walked in on my. Let me talk. You just walked in on my conversation. You just walked in on my conversation.
Okay.
18 plus 25. 43. Quick math.
Just okay.
Is it? What's 18 plus 25? What's 18 plus?
Continue.
What is 18
That's
plus
messing
25?
up my story. Continue.
What is 18 plus 25?
I don't know.
I need it for my story.
Now, I'm not going with your story. I'm making up my own story. Oh my god.
I need to know for my shit. The fuck? You can spend it when it comes to you. It ain't on you yet.
Okay.
Yeah, funny.
I'm still about to change it back to my story.
Okay. 18 plus 25. Nigga, y'all laugh like I was wrong.
I wasn't laughing.
I wasn't laughing.
You.
I don't know. I said I don't know. I don't do quick math.
43. Okay.
I don't do slow math.
So there's an 18-year-old that called me, and she was very interested in you.
Mm-hmm.
she was saying that 18 years ago, you put her up for adoption. Mm-hmm. But I remember when we were dating, we had this conversation, and we open door policy. You know, we've always had that, and you didn't mention that you had kids, even though it's, of course, way before we met, so it's not 100% my business. But I would have liked that you told me, because now I'm getting phone calls, and I'm blindsided. I don't know how to feel right now. I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm happy because she wants to be in your life, but that's gonna turn our life upside down. I don't know what to do.
My sweet husband, I've been trying to tell you this for years. You keep saying I'm 43, but I'm really 33. This child was conceived when I was 15. Unfortunately, it was not consensual, so I gave her up for adoption.
I get that, but you still never told me about it. I thought we built the relationship. Of years and years of marriage, you didn't want to talk about it?
That's not something that I wanted to talk
about. Cut.
Okay. Let's
switch.
Why are you in my damn business? I just said I didn't want to talk about it. Now we can either move on or it was 15 years old. It was not a happy situation in my life. My mom made a decision for me to better my life, and we made it.
She wants to now get in touch with you and get to know her mother. Are you open to a relationship with her?
I don't know. On one hand, it would be cool, but on the other hand, like when I let her go, I tried to detach myself. Of course, I knew one day it might happen, especially with technology the way it is, but I just don't know if I'm emotionally ready to be in her life like that.
Okay, that's understandable. However, we do have 2 other kids, and they deserve to know their sister. Oh. So would you be open to them meeting their sister?
No, not right away, because we don't know anything about her. She could be, we don't even know if this is really her. It could be anybody that got any information. I would like for us to meet her separately, maybe after a couple lunches and all that. Then we think about introducing Renisha and Chicken Leg.
Okay, well, I want to go ahead and apologize in advance because ding dong, your daughter's
Who's at my door?
Oh, we'll be back next week.
That is crazy. Ding dong.
Now they're gonna really talk shit about us. Yeah. Am I the asshole for not wanting my husband to pay his ex back thousands of dollars? I, 23 female, reunited with a high school ex, 25 male, after I achieved my bachelor's. Before this happened, my now husband was living with girlfriend at the time. He admitted to having a lot of money troubles, which she covered a lot for. The short story is, his car was broken down and she helped pay for repairs along with picking up his share of rent a few times. We rekindled pretty quick and eloped a few months into our relationship. We now have a child who is in daycare while both of us work. Our apartment is super cramped, so I discussed purchasing a house. My parents are helping with my school loans, so this would be all on us. We discussed proper budgeting and other ways to save up when he admitted he was trying to save some money to repay his ex for the car repairs. Things unraveled into a messy fight. In my opinion, my husband has felt guilt for moving on so quick from his girl when we got back together, and wants to repair the damages he caused. It's not really about the money. He talks with a therapist about it, but no change. I told him this, along with our child, it's now our number one priority, not this girl. He actually left and hasn't come back home. He says he needs some time. I left my mom and friends know. I think that's supposed to say let. Yeah. I let my mom and friends know what's happening to hear their thoughts. Mom sided with me, but my friends have suggested it's the right thing for him to do. The girl is fine, so I guess I don't get the point of paying her back almost 2 years later.
Very to the thing that we went over.
That's a difficult one because, again, like I'm very much of like pay back what you owe.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I just forgot to ask her, but there was supposed to be a part B of the scenario I gave. Like, what if I, just like this, what if I want to pay back? So now it's basically happening right now. It's like, but I'm not ever.
Yeah. This one is it's tough because it's like, this man's like I don't think he wants to be with her in the first place because, like, if he's in therapy and he's still thinking about that other girl, like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's even happy in the relationship he is now. Because again, it's one thing if it's just like I just want to pay her back because that's what I owe her.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like you talking about like how he feels like he left her too quick type. Now there's an extra thing to it. You feel me?
She said she feels like that's why he wants to pay because he might feel like, oh, I left her too quick. He never said I left. Yeah.
I thought he.
Because I thought so too. And I reread. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah,
then he'd be dead.
my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's just like he just wants to pay her back because that's what he owes, I don't see the problem. But they're also not financially in the they're not financially well off where they can just do that. So she would not be the hassle for that if they don't have the means.
Yeah.
I think they're asking if the writer's the asshole or the husband's the asshole.
No, if the writer's the asshole.
I don't think she is because even though this is one of those compromises. So it's like, even though like, yeah, your conscience like, I need to pay you back for the car thing and all that. If you see that it makes your person uncomfortable, it's like you kind of gotta like, I guess I'm just not gonna pay you back because you pay her back, you make her happy at that house, but now your wife's unhappy and you gotta hear about it every day and make amends and da-da-da. It's gonna cost more than that, not in money value, but it's gonna cost more than that would have. And like she said, the girl is fine, so it's like,
and I don't think she wasn't the one who asked for it.
Yeah.
You know, if she's like, hey, you need to pay me back for the thing. Now it's different because it's like you do owe her the money. She might need it for whatever. That's why she's asking for it. You know, but
I agree. So I say no. This writer is not the asshole.
I agree.
No.
One of these episodes, we should all pick an accent and then try to read in the accent, or try to do more than half the podcast.
I'm doing African.
Just to piss you off. Don't do it. Just to piss you off. Am I the? Yeah. All right, ready? Fuck that one. Am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend to cover the vet expenses? My boyfriend, 28 male, and I, 22 male. I was I was not ready for that. Oh wow! Nothing against him. I just was not expecting it. All right. We're just gonna start fresh.
Start over.
Am I the asshole for asking my husband to cover vet expenses? I said husband, his boyfriend. My boyfriend, 28 male, and I, 22 male, have been in a relationship for over a year. He lives alone and works as an IT consultant. I'm still a student and I live in a studio financed by my parents. I have always wanted a pet to keep in my studio because I get a lot of comfort out of my pets at home, and I struggle a lot with being alone. My boyfriend and I decided to co-parent pets. So 6 months ago, we decided to buy 2 pet rats. What the heck?
Pet rats?
Pet rat, 2 of them. Jesus we split the costs for the rats, the cage, the bedding, and the food. We take care of them for 2 weeks each, although my boyfriend had to take care of them for a long time, 5 months, because I was hospitalized. I get a little bit of spending money from my parents, about 80 euros per month, and started working 1 day per week, about 90 euros per day, to pay my own expenses. These include things like going out to eat, or going out, eating out, etc. So not essential things like food and train tickets. I guess I meant try to say groceries and travel. Because I'm like, say you eat out, what you mean food? One of our pet rats, Lux, has been ill for a few days, and I've been worried about her. I want to take her to the vet, so I talked about it with my boyfriend. I asked him if he wanted to help cover the expenses. And he said he will cover 50% as usual. Everything in the relationship has been split 50-50 up to now. I don't want to confirm the stereotype of a man paying for everything. I do think it is acceptable for people to occasionally treat their partner, especially in the case of a big income difference. He has never offered to pay for anything completely in the 1+ year we've been dating. The vet visit is probably going to be a big cost, and I worry about it financially. I told him that and clarified my question, asking him if he would cover the vet visit completely, he snapped at me saying that if I wanted things in my life like pets, I should pay for them as well. I said okay and reminded him that this was just a question, not an order. And the conversation ended there. He seemed a bit grumpy afterwards. Am I the asshole for asking my working boyfriend to completely cover the vet costs of our shared pet? Or should I take my responsibility in the matter and shut up?
Asshole for asking, no, but this person could also work more. They say they work 1 day a week. They can pick up more hours or get a different job.
Asshole for asking, I actually might say yes. Because if y'all had already had the dynamic before you even started working, like everything's 50-50, and now you are working, why did you expect for it not to be 50-50 anymore? It was 50-50 when you didn't have money. Now it's 50-50 and you got money. I mean, now you have money, so you don't want it to be 50-50. I can understand if it was flipped and you.
It was 50-50 when she had a job. She still has that job that she does 1 day a week. He. That line threw me.
Yeah. About the man covering it. I was like, that's why I paused. Like,
yeah. Okay, so he, for the sake of simplicity, because I don't want to say he and you don't not know which one. So I'm going to just say she for now.
Yeah, because he even said he never offered to pay any. He has never offered to pay anything completely in the 1 year we've been dating. So it's always been 50-50.
Yeah.
Now you're working, so you expect for it not to be 50-50
No,
anymore?
he's always been working.
No, he said.
I think he's a student.
He said he's a student. He started working 1 day per week, and he started getting an allowance.
Okay.
80 per month, 80 per month for allowance, 90 per month for work. So $170 a month.
Well,
so
euros,
before when you didn't have, euros. When you didn't have anything, it was we found a way to make it 50-50. Of course, you weren't out here doing. I
think that's an asshole though for asking, for demanding, maybe for asking.
Yeah.
I just feel like you're changing the dynamic. You wasn't. The only thing I'm saying is like if it was already like that, we made it work somehow with you not working, and now you're working. But you didn't ask it when you weren't working, so now all of a sudden you're working. It's like, hey, you want to pay for it all? You should have asked that question when you didn't have a job or you weren't getting an allowance. Then I'd be like, yeah, I'll be more obligated. But of course, the pet Lux is sick. I got you. But now you're working. It's like, so you want to keep something for yourself because like when you didn't have anything, you were okay with it 50-50. Now you have something. Now you want me to pay for everything. So what are you gonna do with your $170 next month?
We didn't say that he's saving.
Well, he's not using it for the vet bill.
He might be using it for something else. He might be struggling. That's why he's asking his partner for help. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not an asshole thing to ask your partner for help.
Yeah, but
to demand it. Okay,
yeah.
That's something different. But he's just asking. That's not an asshole, right?
You said he's not. I know. Everybody.
You say it is.
Everybody's different opinions.
Nah, I think like I'm with Brent on that one. It's not asshole for asking, but when he says no, and then you're all like, now you're mad about him. Like now you're an asshole because did you say, hey, can you cover the cost and I'll pay you back the half of it or nothing? Because I don't have enough, blah blah blah. You know, but you're just, can you cover it? No. Oh well, you should be covering. You know, like now you're an asshole. It's like there's nothing wrong with asking because obviously if the bill's so high you can't cover it at all, ask can they? But you didn't say you're gonna try to pay them back. You're just like, oh, they're my partner, so you should be able to do it.
I feel like, I mean, everybody has, like you said, everybody can ask. But when you ask me something and then I say no, and then you ask why, it becomes less of a, like, even though you asked a question, it's more like you didn't expect for me to rebuttal. Yeah. You expect for me to just say yes. So when you ask why, it's like, oh, so there's a problem.
Would it still be kind of like a take a back moment if, okay, let's say I asked you, you say no, and then I explain why I asked you. I didn't ask you why you said no, but then I offer why I'm asking.
It'll be different, yeah. But I think this person could have gone about it and been like, approach you different and be like, hey, obviously you know my situation. First, you need to know how much that vet bill is. Then be like, hey, this is 2 times what I even make in a month, even if we do 50-50. Then as numbers, tangible numbers, be like, here's why I can't do 50-50. Then the boyfriend should be like, okay, I got you, because obviously we see the number is $500 a month, you only get $170 a month. You obviously there's no way you can do the 50-50 because it won't match. But just I don't know how vet bills work, but I don't know if they bill you because the way ours works, like they don't even touch the dog until you pay. They'll diagnose though, so it's like they'll diagnose your rat and be like, "Here's how much it's gonna be. Do you want us to work on him or her or not?
Yeah,
or do you want to pay for the medication?"
Because for me, it seems basically it's more like, you know, their 50-50 is like, hey, let's go eat. They pay 50-50 on the,
like
you know, that small amounts. Now when it's the big bill, now it's the big bill. Now you're like, oh no, you got all of it. That's what it seems like, you know.
Oh, I'm about to be. Oh my god, I think I might change my mind because I just remember that he's like IT, like he makes a significantly
more money. Yeah.
I completely forgot about that part. So it is a little different. And when you just broken down, you're like $20-$30 here for food and bus ticket, maybe this day that is different 50-50, but
you still don't know how much he's paying rent and all this stuff like that. So he might not just have all of that at one time, because if he's making that much, I don't know the person, but like when you're making so much more, I don't think you'd be like, oh yeah, let's go 50-50. You know, usually there's a reason behind the 50-50. It's like, I can't afford.
Well, I have read like different Reddit stories where it's a similar scenario where the guy is making significantly more, but they still enforce that 50% because it's like, I don't want I'm saying because I'm speaking as a guy. I don't want the girl to feel as though she's just having a free ride.
Gotcha.
So a lot of richer people do still enforce the 50%.
Am I the asshole for being upset? Okay. Am I the asshole for being upset about my boyfriend's reaction to me getting into a car accident in his vehicle? Already, I want to say asshole because like you crashed your man's car. That's his baby.
Oh, so I said North Carolina. Wrong. You know I meant Savannah. Yeah.
I'm 22. I have a learner's permit, red flag, and I'm waiting to take my exam on November 15th. I live in a city and parking is a nightmare, so often you have to move your car in the morning. So I've been moving my boyfriend's car for him because he's a night owl and also gave me the opportunity to practice parking. Sunday, on 3.5 hours sleep, I woke up to move his car. Absolutely exhausted. Thought I found a great spot and parked there. Later that day, we go to use the car, $175 ticket for not seeing the fire hydrant. I paid for it, obviously. Okay. I was feeling upset about the entire situation and told him I didn't want to continue moving his car in the mornings and or driving his car. Monday night, he asked me to move his car again in the morning. I said no, referencing the parking ticket. He asked again, and I said that if he wants me to do this, then I get to take his car to the grocery store the next morning. He agreed. So yesterday, I go move his car, frustrated, and I decided I wouldn't go to the store. After 10 minutes of looking, there was no parking, so I changed my mind. Coming back from the grocery store, I got T-boned in the middle of an intersection. I pulled off the side of the road and put my hazards on and started frantically texting/calling my boyfriend. No answer. There's a tap on my window, so I assume it's the man who hit me. It's a pedestrian saying he saw what happened and the guy who hit me drove away. Another man came to affirm the same thing, saying the person who hit me drove away, got out of their car to check the damage, and sped off. The damage to the car is as follows. The hubcap to one of the wheels is missing. There's a huge scratch on the side of the wheel, on the side, and the wheel is veering left at all times. When he woke up and asked me what happened, I started freaking out, unable to explain properly. I reacted poorly and also tried to blame him, saying none of this would have happened if he hadn't made me move his car. He promptly left my apartment, and we, primarily me, were distant with each other all day. Later that evening, I was able to finally explain what happened. I'm going to pay for the damage. I just feel off put by his reaction, as at one point I stated that it seems that he cares more about the car than asking me if I'm okay, to which his reply was, well, you seem fine. My boyfriend is extremely pissed off with me about the damage to his car and my reaction. I fucked up 100% with how I reacted, but I didn't plan on getting hit by a fucking car. So am I the asshole for thinking it's shitty that my boyfriend is mad at me for getting T-boned while driving his car?
No, I don't think. Well, y'all go first.
So give me like a quick, so she has a permit, moves his car every so often to practice. She said she's gonna take it to the store.
No, basically, she'll move it all the time. After she got the parking ticket, one time. She was like, she doesn't want to do it anymore, but he's, he got used to it. So he's like, no, just do it for me, blah, blah, blah. So she's like, okay, if I do it, you have to let me use it to go to the store or whatever. So he's like, okay. So she moved it one morning. She couldn't find parking, so she said, I'll go to the store. And then she got into the accident. And then where I think she's the asshole is when she did get a contact with him, she started saying it's his fault for making me take the car and this, that, and third. I'm like, well, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Where he's the asshole is, well, you seem fine. Where it's like, yeah, it's like she just got into an accident, like she's not fine. Like no one's fine after an accident. Even, I've been in plenty, and even though I'm like, yeah, I'm good, I'm fine. But like inside, you're like, oh god,
Yeah.
But like, I think it's one of the two parts. Like she's an asshole for reacting to. Well, that's the question. Am I the asshole for being upset about about the reaction? You're not an asshole for him reacting that way, but you are an asshole for reacting to him in that way. So it's like yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like when we got hit the most recent time. Because usually I drive, but this time she's like, you can drive there to Savannah, rest, and then you drive back. So when we were driving, obviously we got hit and run, not T-bone, but similar to this. And that's just like, if you had came to me and was like, well, it's your fault for having me drive. You always drive. And then me going, looking at the car, I'm like, oh my God. Well, you're not even going to ask if I'm good? You look fine. And then, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's why I was like, it's just like our scenario. I didn't even read the thing. I was just based off the title. I was like, seems like ours. But
yeah, that's
I agree with you 100% though.
And I do want to point out that she says she has a permit. Why are you going to the store?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because you kind of gave him that ultimatum.
What you mean?
No, well, you technically can.
Yeah, because the only thing.
Somebody.
Oh yeah, you need somebody. Yeah. Unless it's to school or work.
Only if you're a minor.
No,
like the minors need somebody.
No, if it's permits, permits only if school to work you don't need somebody. But other than that, there has to be somebody there. Wow. And she did kind of give him the ultimatum. She was like, "I'll move it only if you let me take it to the store."
Yeah.
The person that drove off is the asshole.
Oh yeah. For sure. That's crazy because.
And they're clearly in the wrong. They probably ran a red light when they T-boned her. That's why they ran off.
Yeah, I don't know. And did it say in the story, like, when in the story did he say, you seem fine? Because it said he woke up.
No, this was let me say,
when she got home later, right? Because she says we didn't talk for a while.
Well, it doesn't say exactly. It just says I just felt by his reaction as at one point I stated that it seems so. This could have been like 3 hours later.
Oh, okay. Only small excuse, if any, is like if he had just woke up.
Yeah.
And that's his initial, because groggy, like, well, you seem fine. I'm worried about this shit now. I gotta pay for But if you're up and about and everything now, and you don't even check on her then now.
Yeah. It's like the first time I got into an accident, I called my dad. I'm like, I call my dad first, then my mom, not because my mom overreacts. So like she get. So I called him first, and then like he's like, oh, what happened? And then like before he asks if I'm fine, he's like, basically it's the Haitian way of it was your fault. So he's like this, and I'm sitting, I'm like, oh well, my leg's broken. My leg cut off. Bye. And I'm like, so I called, and then I called my mom eventually, and then I got home, and then like she got off of work, so she's like running. Oh my god! I'm sitting there like, oh god.
Thank you guys for tuning in to today's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode. Thank you, Van Eric, for joining us yet again. And hope to see you soon.
All right. Keep
your
minds
open
and your
volumes
turn
up.
Yeah.
Welcome, Squabblers. Ah, crap. I fucked up. All right.
Welcome, Squabblers. I like it. I have a challenge for us. It's the ending, though. We're going to try to do one word at a time. Mm-hmm. Britt would do okay, everybody, thanks for coming. And then we'll start here. Keep your minds open. We're going to see how many takes it takes. If it does too much, we'll just do it regular. But I want to try
keep your minds open and your volumes turned up.
Yeah.
I remembered it.
Yeah.
Hey.
I remembered it.
Remember every 3 words.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're cutting it here.
I know that. Go ahead.
Nah, eventually I my goodness. But
That's like the first
that's
time
a
in long
big ass
time.
bug.
Yeah, that's the first time in a long time